I will live with you in this hellhole, but I must express myself. If you don't let me gut out this house and make it my own, I will go insane and I will take you with me!
Uh-oh. I think my producers are trying to tell me something. Well, what do you know? I asked for final cut, and I got it! Now that's entertainment!
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Tim came to you for Beetlejuice.
I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Really?
I had no idea what he was talking about, but I liked him.
Yes.
I went, wow, this guy's something. And so I said, I wish I could do it. You seem like a really nice guy, and I know you're creative, but I don't know what I don't get it. And I got a phone call. I said, would you talk to him again? And I liked him, so I thought, yeah, sure. And I said, explain more to me what you're trying to do.
He was my assistant, but he was a troublemaker. He went out on his own as a freelance bioexorcist.
And I went home and thought, wow, I don't know, I like this guy. I'd like to figure out a way, and I thought, no, don't do it. I met him again at a little Mexican restaurant down on Lincoln, and we talked. And he said a couple of things that I just logged back there, and I said, you know what, give me the night.
Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any rules.
So then I said, okay, and I showed up for work.
This thing reads like stereo instructions. Oh, sounds like Lydia got an A in the math test.
He likes it.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, stop it! Hey, you're messing up here! Come on!
Tango, waltz, or the rumba. Signora's dance has no title. You jump in the saddle, hold on to the bridle. Jump in the line, rock your body and time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body, rock your...
I walked on the stage, and I said, this is either going to be way off the mark, or he's just going to... I don't know what he's going to do.
There's been talk about maybe being a sequel to Beetlejuice. Can you confirm or deny this?
He did an on-camera interview, and he said, oh yeah, we're doing it, and Winona's going to be in it.
That's very exciting.
And I was like...
Very exciting news.
Mama, welcome to the 60s.
Hot dates and hit talkers.
No matter what you've heard, we are gonna teach the white children how to do the bird. Flap your wings, flap your wings.
Beat mix and hair hoppers.
They put me in special ed just because of my hair.
The times, they're a-changing.
Lights.
Camera.
Queso.
Mugshots.
Where's a stylist when you need one?
The boys wanna be her, the girls wanna be her. I wanna be her. Y'all know why? There's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather. It's raining all the time.
Before you go, do that little thing you do that just drives me crazy. Come on, you know, do it for Elvira.
Team 1 moving on to the Bravo target.
Until next time, darling.
Weary all the time.
Unpleasant dreams.
Stormy weather.
From the director of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Adam and Barbara are
ghosts. What's the good of being a ghost if you can't frighten people away?
Their house is being haunted by the living.
Maybe the house could use a little remodeling.
And they can't scare them into leaving.
They're dead. It's a little late to be neurotic.
So they're calling on Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
who's no ordinary ghost.
You don't want his help.
Can you be scary?
What do you think of this?
Now, the party's over.
You want somebody out of the house? I want to get somebody out of your house.
But the fun has just begun.
It's showtime.
Tim Burton, and I'd like to welcome you to a special presentation of Edward Scissorhands.
This is what I really want to show you.
It's been a real honor. To meet Tim is... He's one of my favorite directors, one of my favorite movie makers of all time.
I will cling to you.
I can tell you one story. That they were interested in me many years ago for Edward Scissorhands.
Because it's yellow.
I read the script and I went, it's ridiculous.
To catch those itchy little trimmings that fall down in your neck.
This kid's got scissors hands. This is nuts. I don't get this at all. And ended up not doing it, or not even. I don't think I even went in for a meeting. I just said it's not. I don't get it.
Boy, Eddie, you're trembling. So am I.
Then of course they cast Johnny Depp, and Tim Burton was relatively unknown at that time too. And I go and see the movie. Literally 2 minutes in, I went, yeah, I get it. I got it. I just got it too late.
This is one of my favorite films because it's one of my more personal ones, and if you want to know what it's like growing up in Burbank, then watch Edward Scissorhands. When we were looking to cast that part, I was looking for somebody who got the idea of that sadness of being misperceived.
How would I describe Edward Scissorhands? I've never read anything quite like it. When I first read it, I was incredibly moved by it because I felt it was this sort of the story of this outsider.
He's like, to me, a combination of all my favorite fairy tale characters, you know, and of course in modern day and in suburbia.
Which of course is part of the tragedy of the boy, is that he didn't get as far as making his hands.
She's a senior now, if you can believe it.
It's weird when you get, this guy who's like, young guy, who's, to me, I think he's a genius. No one has that kind of vision. No one can express that vision the way that Tim does. It's just,
Isn't she beautiful? It's my family.
Scissorhands?
Scissorhands.
Nope.
I have no idea.
And you can just freshen up and make yourself at home. Okay.
Yes. Any questions for Edward? Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Sure he does, right, Ken?
Right.
How about it, Edward? Is there some special lady in your life?
Something's going on here.
would rather talk about.
It's cute, Julia.
Together, Tim Burton and Michael Keaton have worked together, and of course they've been several years in this business, but both of you now with Batman are on the verge, I guess, of something bigger than the both of you, bigger than any project you've ever been in.
Oh, so are you doing
Work
this?
all night and a drink of rum.
Tim, is that
Can I say something? Nothing is bigger than this, really. If I can, for a moment,
I've been in
love
showbiz.
Till the morning come.
Daylight come and me one go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me back.
35 years
It's your
now,
life.
40 years, and this is the biggest thing I've ever been.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Sometimes get so big that you think, wait a minute, what happened here, Tim?
Well, luckily being in England, we didn't see a lot of it. But coming back, you do see it. But I just try to avoid it.
Daylight come and me one go home.
Day is a day.
Because you just want the movie to stand on its own, and there's nothing you can do about the stuff surrounding it.
Did that help being in England, Michael?
Yeah, because I actually learned how big this thing had gotten when I came back. I made a couple. I got to come home once, and then I went back and fished out. When I came home and the movie had been wrapped, I started to take in the enormity of it.
In fact, could you share a moment, maybe the first time you stepped out onto one of those massive sets and looked around?
Well, that's right.
Take this bag.
No! Beetle!
Oh. She's a little bit nervous. Maybe I should answer for her, okay?
I'm Lydia Dietz and I'm of sound mind. The man next to me is the one I want. You ask me, I'm answering. Yes, I love that man of mine.
Structure of Superman. It was sort of kind of a similar take on it, which I think this is a very different from Superman and should be different. Mm-hmm. And so it took a while to get to the right tone, I think.
I think it must be my music.
Here you're a movie based on a comic book, but you're trying to give it a little bit more psychological structure, base to it without going too far.
I don't see it necessarily as a way I'm going, the way I'm going. I just see it as a way or something I'm doing for a while, and I'll then do something else again. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to do it all, do both.
Which of the two?
Germany. That you are all going to die. And I want you to look deep into the face of the Jew who is going to do it.
Your ability to make a movie that by any objective standards is among the most violent movies made, but have an audience laugh during the time or come out of the movie smiling.
If a director can do that, if the director can pull it off, well, that's a real lucky audience member, because you really had an experience that night. You went to the movies. That was worth leaving the house.
I really wouldn't worry about this. Jeremy couldn't manage a water fountain without screwing up. I don't think he's capable of an intricate revenge plot.
Triumphantly cherubim, sing with us, he seraphim. Oh, Maria, triumphantly cherubim, sing with us, sweet seraphim. And resound the hymn, salve, 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 Regina. Mater, mater, inter marata.
Lights. Camera.
Queso.
Mugshots.
Where's a stylist when you need one?
The boys wanna be her, the girls wanna be her. I wanna be her.